You're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in.
Hello you all. It is Thursday, March 29th, 2018. My name is Doris and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 147, Room Change and Prize Draw. Do you guys love it? I have a set now. I actually have some yarn stashed behind me. I'm looking in the camera. So, you can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl.net. The Purl is P-E-A-R-L. And you already saw all my social media stuff. So, this podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl podcast group. Also linked in the show notes and in the down bar below. The down bar below also contains links to the show notes, to the Ravelry group, and to my Etsy store. In the down bar below. Hope you guys had a good week, a good couple of weeks. We'll go over that in Story of the Week. The Ravelry group, I do a birthday shout out every podcast, and the birthdays that I'm shouting out this time are from April 1st to April 12th. We have two birthdays. We have Fluffy Bunny Knits, who is Karen. Her birthday is on April Fool's Day and Easter this year. And we have Emma versus World, who is Emma, and her birthday is on the 9th of April. So happy birthday, ladies. I hope that you have a wonderful birthday, that you spend time with friends and family, and that your birthday doesn't get lost in the celebration of Easter if you celebrate Easter. And that you get good fibery gifts, and that you eat birthday cake. What's a birthday without birthday cake, or your version of a birthday cake? Happy birthday, ladies. And if it was your birthday during this time and you don't share your birthday on Ravelry, or I missed it, I'm sorry and happy birthday to you as well. Let me have a drink of my coffee. So, after all that, we come to prize draw. For the read along, which was between February 1st and March 15th. So, the prizes were, I'm going to reach around me here, the options for prizes. The winner of the prize gets to pick between this yarn. It's red, it's appropriate, it's Galloway, Plymouth Yarns Galloway. It is 100% pure wool, 100 grams, approximately 210 yards. And it's a beautiful red color. I have to get used to this light. Me and the camera have to get used to this light. There you go. And a set of my stitch markers. So, or a $6 or less giftable pattern on Ravelry. So, without further ado, okay, so I just realized I wasn't prepared for the draw because there were 9 entries, and I have the 9 entries. Written down. So, I was so excited to get in front of the camera with my stash behind me that I forgot to be prepared. So, not the dice roll. We want the random. Nope, we don't want the number. Sorry. 1 through 9. Can you see it? One through 9. Generate. Number 7 is the winner. Number 7 is Mo's Crochet. Congratulations! She knitted a beautiful, or crocheted a beautiful cardigan. So, let me see. Sorry for the dead air space. I'm trying to look this up. Okay, so I don't have a name. It's just Mo's Crochet. When you hear this, please let me know if you would rather have a $6 giftable pattern on Ravelry or this yarn and some of my stitch markers. Let me know, and I thank you so much for all who participated in the read along. Much appreciated. So, I have my show notes over here so that I'm not having to hold it. So, prize draw we did. So, Story of the Week and Stash Enhancement. As you can see, I did some changing in the craft room. It was driving me crazy. And I spent a couple weeks looking for something that would hold my stash and be beautiful in the room. And I was so happy with this. So happy. Now I can see my yarn and dream about knitting it. So I'm going to move out of the way and I'm going to kind of give you a little tour of the little corner that is complete. Hope I don't make anybody sick when I move the camera around. So, from the top, that is a bag that Ange in the East sent me in a Christmas swap, and it has got my empty project bags in. These are my works in progress, 2 of which I did not touch this week. This is all of my fingering weight yarn, and you see, notice the sign, frogging happens. And the next row is just a mishmash of some worsted and DK. These here are things that I got in Florida last year that I want to make another cozy blanket. Down below that, this is my needle cozy. The bag there, thank God for bags, is my bag of shepherd's wool. I think that, I can't think of that. Anyway, that I was going to make a cardigan with, but didn't. And then, see, it's got a drawer. I'm trying to put tools in that. And there's 2 drawers that I have like tools and mishmash stuff there. So as we turn the corner a little bit, the box over there, the far corner, is my that is my hand spun, and then this is my hand spun fiber yet to be, and then there's my ladybug spinning wheel, and then this container down below the fiber stuff is some precious skeins that I don't know what to do with. It's not full anymore. This is pretty much the majority of my yarn, my stash, and it seems overwhelming at times. So pardon me while I put the camera back in its place. You like my sparkly shirt? So, now see, I didn't get it right. Okay, so it took me a couple weeks to find something I like, and I found this on a Nextdoor site. It's just a neighborhood site, and they were selling it, and all it is a vintage kitchen hutch. But the moment I saw it, I'm like, I have to have it. I asked Ted to pick it up for me, and he goes, well, don't you want to go look at it? I'm like, no, I know I want it. I want it so bad. So, also, my knitting has not picked up a lot, and I started 2 new projects this week. One of them has a deadline of sorts, and you'll hear that. I have some stash, and let me just show you what I have that I purchased. I purchased 2 skeins of this Everyday Basic yarn. It's a Walmart brand. It's Mainstay Basic Yarn. It's really cheap at Walmart, and for a project that has to be thrown in the washer and dryer, it's an awesome yarn. I love it. I enjoy working with it, and I mean, it has its drawbacks. It's acrylic, but I haven't had any trouble working with the yarn, and I can't really get the camera to focus that well. Right there we go. There we go. It's a nice yarn for me. I'm not a yarn snob, so I also purchased the new Boylan Knits sweater. I don't have a picture of it, but you know, it's a new Boylan Knits. I don't know the name of it, but it's a colorwork sweater. And it was like she was running a special. I saw it on Instagram. So I purchased that. Also, I purchased a Craftsy kit. Because the grocery girls were doing a knit along. Well, I'm probably not going to do the knit along, but I'm probably going to knit this summer. Trying to get the camera. This lighting and stuff is like different than, but it's called a Novelty Sweater Knitting Kit. I got it at a good price. It was 50% off. So I went for it, and here's the yarn. You're not gonna believe the color. Pink! And it's the Cloudborne Puma Cotton. So that's gonna be a summer project for me. I couldn't resist. It was a good deal, so I pulled the trigger. Thanks to the grocery girls. So, also I wanted to just say, is it gonna work? I don't know. Ted and I have been really enjoying the new reboot of American Idol. So if you liked the original American Idol, the first couple of seasons, you might really like American Idol. It's on Sunday and Monday on channel ABC. It's channel 30 here, but it's probably different with other people. So that's all of the stash and the story of the week. I just love this. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, no. I don't have a health pro this week. I'll put this back up here. But I have some finished objects. I knitted this a couple weeks ago and just got around to blocking it. And the blocking really, really helped. I wasn't happy with it. I thought it would be too small, But I blocked it, and with acrylic, this is acrylic, it's the gnome colorway of a mandala. And I made a Zuzu's Petals a couple weeks ago. I finished it, but I just blocked it, and I'm very happy with it now. I'm very happy with it now. So, I promise you, if you knit a project, before you make your final decision, if you don't like it, block it. If it's acrylic, take your steam iron, get it hot and steamy, hover it over the top of it, get it nice and wet, and then leave it pinned out or however you do it to dry. And it makes so much difference in your projects. Even like wet blocking wool. Don't make a decision about whether you aren't happy with the way it turned out until after you block it. Don't get mad and throw it in the corner and say forget it. Block it. This is what happened with this for me. I didn't like it when it was done. I thought it was going to be too small. And I blocked it. And it's beautiful. It's perfect. My second finished object is this Zuzu's Petals. It is a free pattern on Ravelry, which takes you to a link to a video tutorial. And that is by Julia Marquide. The yarn is Plymouth yarn. This is Plymouth yarn. Jelly beans. The color is 2385. My hooks are at H. And this is some everyday, mainstay basic yarn in yellow to finish it off. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Pardon me, I'm going to do this so you can look at it for the rest of the show. Sorry for my butt showing. There you go. So, well, now you can see it. I don't know if I like that or not. Oh well. We're going with it after I stood up and did it. That's all the finished objects. My work's in progress. Eyeball shawl didn't get touched. I'm still contemplating what I'm going to do about it because of the change in gauge. The baby blanket, I did one repeat. The baby blanket I was working on, which is the Summer Loving wrap pattern or recipe. The vanilla is the new black sock. I have a hoe, a half finished object. Let me get you a closer look at the... Okay, so this heel was not a hard thing for me. The heel was easy. I got down here at the toe decreases and stuff, and because I was trying to finish it, I wanted to make sure I had a hoe to show you today. And I dropped some stitches, had to finagle them back on, and you know, this hole that I had here from what do you call it, going off road on the pattern, I had a hole there, but that I sewed that up. So the heel was never a problem. It's simple. The vanilla is the new black sock is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry by Anna Fletcher. The yarn is Patton's Croix sock in the color brown rose marl. Needles I used were 2.75 US 2.75 carbons double points, and it has been riding around in my Taurus bag, which is up there. So that's a hoe. That's one thing I did work on and finish. I haven't started the second one yet, and I'm contemplating putting it on my Carbons 2.75, but doing it magic loop, and hoping that it doesn't mess with the fit, but that's what I'm going to do. I was thinking about it last night, like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because this heel was like split between two needles, and it was kind of fiddly, but besides that, and it fits perfectly. I love the fit of this sock. Again, close up. Orange is the new black. It's really cool. It's a really cool heel. There you go. So, what I've worked on this week is 2 new projects. Because, you know, when your knitting mojo is low, you just start new things. The first project is a one big cake shawl or scarf, which is a free pattern, crochet pattern on Ravelry by Nina Nicholson. The yarn I'm using is a Caron cake, regular size. I have 2 of them. It is in the Rainbow Sprinkle colorway. I'm using a K crochet hook, just a plain, is this a boy? Yeah, just a plain boy, USK. As I was crocheting along, and the color changed on this yarn, you will notice that there's extra. So far with this skein of yarn, there have been 1, 2, 3 knots. Every time the color changed, I had to like cut it, and I'm like, ugh. So at the beginning of this shawl, you'll see that the color changes are really abrupt and really weird, but nonetheless, I persist. I keep going. It's beautiful. I love it. And if you could see up close, let's see if you can see the sprinkles. Where is it? This one doesn't show it. In the green, you'll notice there's some sprinkles happening. If I can get my camera to focus. No, you can't. Yeah, you can see it. The sprinkles of the different colors. It's a beautiful yarn if it didn't have knots. The pattern is very simple and exciting and wonderful. And I will most definitely break into the second, because you know me. I like a big roomy shawl. So that is the first new work in progress, and that just sits over here, is a baby blanket for a coworker. I am a terrible, terrible, selfish knitter or crocheter. Now, I knew she's been pregnant since last year, but I didn't do anything. And we had a baby shower last Friday, and I'm like, crap, I don't have anything to pull out. I don't have a baby blanket. So, I went to Walmart and bought some receiving blankets and onesies. No, receiving blankets and socks, baby socks. And I made a certificate which entitled her to 1 hand knit blanket of your color choice. And she was like, oh, that's cute. Are you for real? I'm like, yeah. What color you want? She said, I want green. she's having a boy, and she said she doesn't like the ugly blue, baby blue colorway, and she has 2 already gifted blankets that she doesn't like. So now she may not get this before she delivers, but it is a free pattern from Red Heart called, on the red, it's called Baby Black Blanket. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of make it out. So there's a link. I have linked the pattern in the show notes, so you can go click on the pattern and you can get it yourself. But this is what I have done so far. I started, Friday was the shower, so she told me what she wanted, what color she wanted, and I went to Walmart. I went to Walmart for something, for Sophia's birthday gifts. We went to a birthday party for Sophia's 5th birthday. She didn't get a mermaid tail this year, but Ted bought her a Easy Bake Oven for Christmas, and she wanted some of those. So I was going there to get some new kits for the Easy Bake Oven, and I said, let me go look at the yarn, and I found this. And so I started it. It's so cute. It's one of those like basket weave type patterns with seed stitch on the sides. I think it's going to be so pretty when it's done. Alas, this was done, and I haven't touched it since Sunday. It's fun knit, and I'm trying my Zings. It's a US 8 5mm needle. The Zings, I love them. They work fabulously, and they're so light and easy to work with. I think this is a 32-inch. So that's it. Now, like I said, I didn't work on any. I did do some spinning, and hopefully I will get that finished soon. That's all of the crafting stuff. So I have a Pinterest and a Stumble. The pin is going to be a surprise to me. No, it's not. I found this. I thought this was a cool idea. This is to keep your yarn from tangling with a dollar store paper towel holder. So if you could get it closer, you could see it's a paper towel holder, and you put your yarn on it. I thought that was so cool. Da, 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 da. And so we go back. Is this Safari? No. Safari? No. Okay. There we go. Sorry. That was Pinterest. That was pretty cool. And the Stumble, how to increase evenly. I thought this was a cool tool to have. So there's a link, and it gives instructions on how to evenly increase stitches. I know we've all had patterns that say increase 11 stitches evenly across the next row. So this is a cool tool to use to calculate how to do that. again, like I said, link in the show notes. You can find it and save it yourself. That's all I have for today. So the final thing in the bottom, in this down bar below and in the show notes, the final thing is a link to my Etsy store, which is kind of low, but if you would, go take a look around and like a few things, and if you see something that you just can't live without, please, I'll happily sell it to you and ship it to you as soon as I possibly can. Again, thank you so much for coming by and spending a few minutes with me. And if you are new, I hope that you found something of entertainment and inspiration, and that you will hit that subscribe button down below and the bell to get notifications when the next episode comes. Please join the Ravelry group and join in on the fun. And if anyone has any ideas for May knit along, let me know. Or crochet along, knit along. Give me some tips, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Knit and Purl podcast. Bye, you guys.